What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love, much love. Salute to everyone that's in the building. If y'all can hear me clearly out there, please drop a one in the chat. Please drop a one in the chat if y'all can hear me clearly out there. Please drop a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Okay. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I see someone can hear me. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. Good morning to everyone. Happy Monday. Salute to everyone, man. Shout out to all of the visionaries. Shout out to my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. We got a great show lined up for you guys this morning. This is another episode of Morning Man Talk. Morning Man Talk. This is another episode of Morning Man Talk. I appreciate y'all. Salute to everyone that's in the building. I believe this is episode 8. Episode 8. And we're gonna have this conversation this morning. We're gonna have this conversation this morning. And but before we get into it, I'm gonna shout you guys out. By the way, we will be double streaming today. We will be double streaming today. So make sure y'all get back here 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all get back here. And because we'll be live. We'll be live. So make sure y'all get back here 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because we will be double streaming today. So let's see who's in the building. Let's see who's in the building. Let's see who's in the building. And then we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Shout out to everyone that's in the clouds. Double tap y'all screens. Double tap y'all screens. Hit the like button on the way in. Share the show. Share it on your Discord servers, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere that you share content. Please share this show. It is very much appreciated. That is how you support the show. The super chat is open as well. The super chat is open as well. Donation links are going across the screen. If you would like to support the show at any time, you are open to do so. It is very much appreciated. Salute to everyone that's in the building, man. Salute, salute. Shout out to the cynical one in the building. Hey, Sin, the first one in the building, and my first lovely lady mod in here today. Good to see you, Sin. Shout out to you. Happy Monday. And I appreciate you as always. Shout out to the cynical one. What up, Mark? Shout out to my man, Mark McJoy, in the building. What's up, Jervis? Grand rising to you, my brother. Shout out to Jervis Horton in the building. Shout out to my man Art of War. Salute to you, fam. Salute. GP on the tube. What's up, GP? What's going on, man? Shout out to my brother Bucket in the building. Day one supporters. Good morning. Good morning. Salute to you, my brother. Mr. Mittiz. What's up? What's up, Mr. Mittiz? What's going on? What's going on? Grand Rising, Miss Keita T. Good to see you. We got two lovely lady mods in here. Shout out to you, Miss Keita T. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Man, shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to everyone. Y'all see the show. But before we get into the show, I'm going to give you guys a little background on this topic. Like, what made me want to do this show? I wanted to do this show because I want brothers to really begin to be honest with themselves. just really begin to be honest with themselves and admit what they don't want and what they really don't want. Because I still see there's a lot of men who are confused. There's still a lot of men out here that think they need a dating coach to find them the right woman, to match them with a woman that's something that they want. So I said, I need to do this show. I need to do this show. And shout out to my brother Ant. Appreciate you, Ant. Shout out to the home of the official YT Purge. Make sure y'all go support my brother Ant T. Also, first of all, shout out to you for that super chat, bro. He said, "What up, DS1? Salute, fam. Monday morning. Let's F and go. Salute, my brother. Salute." Also, this conversation was this conversation that I want to have with you guys this morning was kind of sparked from my brother panel yesterday. He does a weekly show called Coffee and Chill. And I love the show. I always support the show. And we were having a conversation up there that, you know, kind of got off into the gender stuff and the generational curses in families and things of that nature. So having that conversation as well kind of led me to doing this show this morning. And it says knowledge of self is the true power that men must acquire before anything else. Facts. Facts, my brother. Facts. And we're going to get into this today, man. We're going to get into this today. The Jezebel trap. The Jezebel trap. How to avoid attracting manipulative women. See, a lot of men online, right? They complain about women being the way that they are. Why women are like this? Why women are manipulative? Why women do this? Why women think like this? Why would a woman do this? What made her do this? What would make a person do something like that? Right? It's always this wonder why, women could be so bad. Right? And that question is valid. It's a valid question. It's nothing wrong with asking yourself that or posing that question. But here's a better one. Here's a better one. Why do you attract these women? What draws you to them? What draws them to you? See, I know that may make you feel a little indicted as a man, but let's have the conversation. Let's stop asking why they do what they do, why they do this, why they think like this, right? Why don't we ask this question? Why she want to deal with me? Why she want to bring all of that negativity to me? Why does she want me to deal with her toxic ass? What do she want with me? I think that's the better question, brothers. I think that's the better question. Not why she do what she do to men. No, the question is why she want to do it to you? Why she want to make you one of her victims? You ever thought about that? What she want? What do she want with you? Huh? What's so special about you that she want to make you one of her victims? When I say her, I'm talking about the Jezebel spirit. I'm talking about the Jezebel spirit. Why is she so drawn to you? Did you ever ask yourself that, brothers? Because I hear a lot of you guys say, these women be out to destroy men. That's the Jezebel spirit in them. But the question is, what they want with you? See, men never ask this question. Why you want to waste your time on me? Why you want to stick your fangs and inject your venom in me? It's millions of other men. Why you pick me? And see, none of the men who fall victim to these types of women, they never ask themselves this question. They never ask themselves this question. What up, club? Salute. And it says, who doesn't want a servant, slave, or worshiper? Again, because that's a good point, Aunt. But again, why she would want you, not you specifically, Aunt, but you to be a slave, you to be a servant, you to worship her. It's millions of other men she could pick. Why she choosing you? See, that's what, see, all the men who have dealt with the Jezebel spirit in a woman, because it ain't the woman, it's the spirit in the woman. Right? A lot of these women don't even be knowing why they act the way they act and why they think what they think and how they think it and why they think it and when they don't even have no control of it. A lot of women don't know that they're possessed by this spirit. They don't even know it. This is why you got to start asking yourselves questions, fellas. Like, why she choose me? Because we're going to get into a video about the Jezebel spirit. See, because fellas, you may look at yourself as mediocre, maybe just an average guy. How's life says males are weak, easy prey. Right? You may think, you're just an average Joe. You're a regular guy. You're not a high value man. You may think you just a regular dude. You just do you and take care, handle your business the way you handle your business. You ain't high on the totem pole. You ain't, you know. So why would she waste her time trying to destroy you? Why she put you through all the stuff she put you through? Shout out to my sandbox brother, Papa Flocka in the building. Salute, my brother. Good morning to you. Appreciate the pull up, bro. You see? And the reason why I'm telling you, brothers, to ask yourself this is because I'm here to tell you this morning that the Jezebel spirit only attacks powerful men. Notice what I said. Powerful men. Men who are actually designed to be spiritually strong. They were designed a certain way. See, you may not know, and shout out to my brother Ant. He said this earlier when he first came in. Knowledge of self. See, a lot of you brothers look at yourselves in a low state. So you may not think you the man. And when I mean the man, I mean, you know, that guy. You with her, you may not think you that guy. But she know you are, because she knows the spirit she's coming in contact with. She knows the spirit. She knows the energy, the light that come off you, that come up out of you. See, you may not realize that because you just being you. You just being you. You don't see the darkness. She sees the light. You don't see her darkness. See, it's manipulative. The darkness is hidden by beauty. This is why I tell brother, shout out to my brother Bob. I hope Bob come in at some point in this show or he catch the replay. Hey, Bob, if you catch the replay, bro, this is why I always used to tell you, bro. I'm not telling you to date an unattractive woman, because I don't date women that I'm not attracted to, bro. But don't get hung up on a specific archetype, a certain look that you always think you need to have, because darkness, that evil spirit, is wrapped up in a baddie. It's wrapped up in sexiness. It's wrapped up in them women that a lot of us men are addicted to. It's wrapped up in that look. I'm not saying it don't show up in other places. I'm not saying that. I'm saying where it's common at, where this spirit knows they can have access to a lot of men. Listen to me, fellas. We dwell in common places where the Jezebel spirit runs rampant. We're there. We're there. Shout out to Astro. Salute my brother. What's up, Clorox? We're there. They always have access to men who don't really know their spiritual power. They have access, free reign. Because wherever we are, that Jezebel spirit is there. And we not paying attention to it. We not paying attention to it. We not. We not. And we don't know that we setting ourselves up for failure. We're setting ourselves up for failure. This is why the show is called The Jezebel Trap. Because it always start out it always start out good. What up, Raj? Salute. It always start out good. What's up, Tampa? What's going on? Who doesn't want an apex predator as a domesticated pet? It always start out good, doesn't it, fellas? This is why how it's the title says how to avoid attracting manipulative women. The comment, the title doesn't say how to deal with manipulative women. See, this is why a lot of y'all go to dating coaches. What's up, Elias? Shout out to India, right? This is why a lot of you brothers go to dating coaches, because you trying to figure out how to get around the manipulation. That's your problem right there, because you don't recognize that this is a spirit you dealing with. This is a spirit that's within this woman, and attached to that spirit is motives, ways, actions, behaviors, lifestyles. It's a whole lot attached that come with that spirit. This is why I made the title what I made it. How to avoid attracting them, not dealing with them. Because see, a lot of you brothers, you still want to deal with them, but you just want to make it easier for you to deal with them. You still want to deal with a demon, but you want the demon to calm down. Don't demon so much. This is what y'all want to do. You wanna tell the demon how to demon. This is what y'all want to do. Instead of learning how to avoid attracting them. See, the first thing you got to do is you got to know what to look for. You got to know what to look for. What's up, Anonymous? You got to know what to look for. And I'm going to tell you something, fellas. You're not going to know how to spot them in the club. You're not going to know how to spot them at the bar. See, you're dwelling in places where that spirit roams. Listen, I'm not saying you can't meet a decent woman at the bar. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you can't find a decent woman in the club. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the spirit that roams that environment. Understand what I'm saying, fellas. Understand what I'm telling you. Do you men think that the Jezebel spirit don't get in some women and take over their whole life? Hmm? See, because you got to remember the Jezebel spirit is a demon. So the woman has to submit to that spirit in order for that spirit to possess her. So how did that spirit get in her? Because of her environment, because of the people she be around. You see? All the things that she digest and ingest. See? And then all the things that you digest and ingest, you go around like-minded people, right? And y'all go and create that energy in the atmosphere. That's the club. That is the club. They just had a mass shooting in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, at a bar. That's the Jezebel spirit. That's Jezebel. That's Jezebel. Because you know what the Jezebel spirit does, fellas? What it does is it supports and then it sabotages. Oh yeah, we gonna go there. We gonna go there. Hit that like button, y'all. Double tap y'all screens. We gonna talk about this. Yeah. Yeah. You go on the spot. It supports everything you want. You want to drink, you want to dance, and then that spirit comes in. Next thing you know, 3 people dead. That's the Jezebel spirit, man. You get to drinking. Remember, Jezebel was called what? Queen Jezebel. So that means Queen Jezebel has other spirits and other demons up under her. This is why part of the Jezebel environment, you have what? Alcohol. Alcohol. Spirits. Alcohol. Drugs. Drugs. Spirits. Spirits. Music. Spirit. Three people dead, 8 people shot. Jezebel spirit. What up, Bob? Good to see you, bro. I mentioned you a couple minutes ago, bro. I don't know if you heard me. But what I was specifically mentioning you is because I remember every time me and you talk, right? You always tell me, like, yo, bro, why you think I gotta have an unattractive woman? Why I can't have a woman that look the way I want her to look? And I used to tell you, like, nah, bro, I'm not telling you to deal with an unattractive woman. It actually speaks to today's show because a lot of times that Jezebel spirit be wrapped up in what us men think is beauty. It be wrapped up in something that looks good or something we think that is good. Because you know, men, we're very carnal. Humans are carnal, but men are extremely carnal. So if a woman look good to us, We think whatever she has to offer is good. That's when the manipulation begins, fellas. You see? Because we already following our flesh. We already being extra carnal and extra horny, right? So that spirit can easily manipulate us. Because we think whatever look good is good. Until you are visiting Jesus' day room. You know, some people went home with a female and woke up in heaven. You know that, right? You know that, right, fellas? It's some dudes that went home, got in a car with a pretty girl, left the club, and woke up in Jesus' day room. He don't remember what happened. Good morning, Scorpio. Good to see you, Scorpio. We got 3 lovely lady mods in here. Shout out to you, Scorpio. Do you know that? He didn't see it coming. He don't know what happened. He remember walking out the club with Shorty, getting in his car, turning the key in the car, and woke up looking at Jesus. Because he fell victim to that Jezebel spirit, the Jezebel trap. See, a lot of you men, you surround yourself with manipulative women. You always got a manipulative woman around you. And no, all women don't manipulate. All women are not manipulative. All women don't lie to their men to get what they want from them. No, they don't. Stop saying that shit, fellas. All the women that you like. See, say that. Because that's what you're attracted to. That's why you're trying to get those women to change it. Well, why do they have to be that way? It's stupid for them to be that way. It doesn't profit them to be that way. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You know what profits them? Your tears, nigga. All that whining when you get on the panel. But why are they doing this? That's their profit. You don't get it because you don't understand spirit. You still talking about welfare checks and child support. No, nigga, this is a demon that feeds off of your pain and suffering as a man. And you walking around with anxiety, waking up in the morning crying. That's what they feed off of, nigga. Not child support. Simple-minded ass nigga. They feed off you becoming nothing. How about that? That's what the spirit feeds off of. You becoming nothing, a shell of yourself. Because that spirit knows who you are. Knows who you are. Knows your purpose and know everything. See, we think the devil don't know us. The devil know us just like God know us. The devil know your purpose? Why you think he send legions of demons to destroy you, nigga? Why you think he send them Jezebels at you? Why you think you think that? The spirit of loneliness. The spirit of low self-worth. The spirit of sexual promiscuity. So you could feel like a man. So you could feel strong. What make you feel strong is your body count, right, nigga? I had sex with 500 women. Now your balls don't work. How you feel? You're 45. How you feel? Mr. Blue Chew? You still want to brag? No, you've been destroyed by the Jezebel trap. You've been attracting manipulative women your whole life. And you think you was getting on. I'm doing me. No, you're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. And guess what you're doing? You attracting the same thing over and over and over because you won't identify with it. You won't identify with it. You want to keep thinking it's their fault. Why they like that? But look how he putting it on us. Look how he not telling the women why they need to stop. No, they don't need to stop being demons, stupid. Why does the devil need to stop being the devil? Huh? What? Stop being the devil. Stop hurting me, even though I'm following you. Even though I'm giving you things to feed on, stop feeding on me. That's wrong. That's how they hear you when you're whining, making it about when these women. No, this, you know what the spirit here? They be laughing. The demons be laughing. They be laughing at you because you don't understand it's a spirit. They laughing. He doesn't get it. I'm gonna send him another bad chick. This time she's gonna be a 9. He's gonna keep blaming them. He doesn't even understand. And you know why they laughing? Because they playing both sides. Because the same chick that they using to destroy you, in turn, she's destroying herself. Because while you're saying you can't find a decent woman, she's still running around saying men ain't shit while she's destroying them. So the demons is like, they're laughing because we don't get it. We don't get it. We don't get it. Hey, L'Oreal. Good morning to you. We got 4 lovely lady mods in here today. 1 top lovely lady mod. Good to see you. Good to see you, L'Oreal. Shout out to you. Happy Monday. They laughing. They laughing. They're laughing. What's up, Brandon Nesbitt? They're laughing. Laughing. Because you still don't get it. Because you think it's your job as a man to move around or learn how to deal with manipulative women, because what you was taught was all women were manipulative. See how you fell for the Jezebel trap? That's what that spirit wants you to believe. So you can be so familiar with it that it always has a home with you, brother. You don't realize that? By you saying that all of these women are manipulative, you just told the Jezebel spirit that they always have a place to stay with you. They always gonna have a place to live with you because all you believe is them. Because you said it out your mouth. You affirmed it. And then you confirm it with your behavior. You said it out your mouth first. You made the affirmation that they all like this. And then you go be a passport bro. Affirm, confirm. Affirm, then you confirm with your behavior. So you just told the Jezebel spirit they gonna always have access to you, brother. Whenever they need something from you, they could come get it. They could come get it. Because you pause, you wide open. Pause. But brother, you wide open. You wide open. Ready for that Jezebel spirit. You ready. You wide open. You have the inferior psyche that spirit needs to enter in. You have the psyche for it to come in and rest. Oh, he think we all the same. He think they're all the same. Got him. Got him. Because he gonna walk around through life as a man and only see us. He's only gonna see this spirit. He's not gonna see nothing else. We just distorted his vision. He don't ever see nothing good for him in his life. Got him. Now we have control. Control. Now we have control over you, brother. Go to the strip club. You got a bag, you stressed, go to the strip club. Got him. Control. Tired of the strip club, tired of these American women. They won't listen to you. You just a high value man and you trying to help them and you trying to show women love, but they just won't listen to you. So now get my passport, become a passport bro. Control. Yeah. Now go to Asia and deal with the Asian demons. Go deal with the Asian ones. Yeah. Go deal with the Latin ones. Yeah, you know all of them do witchcraft. See, y'all passport bros. And I ain't talking about my man Bob. Bob ain't a passport bro. My man Bob not a passport bro no more. Shout out to my brother Bob. But you passport bros don't even know you chasing Jezebel around the goddamn world. That's what you doing. And do you know all them places y'all like going to, they all do witchcraft. All them places y'all, Colombiana, Colombiana. Yeah, why you think some of y'all be ending up missing? Didn't I tell y'all that was going to start happening to y'all? Y'all going to places that is straight voodoo hubs. Dominican Republic. Yeah, you think they don't do voodoo there? Dummy. Why you think some of the passport bros started getting poisoned? Voodoo. Y'all run into Mexico. Look what y'all doing. That's how y'all have been manipulated by this spirit, and it's controlling you. Go here, go there, go there, go all the places where you could be wicked, and it weakens your spirit more and more, and because it opens you up to more and more demons. Thailand, the home of what? The home of what? Yeah. What's Thailand the home of? Mm. Tiger uppercut. Tiger uppercut. Hmm, hmm, hmm. What's Thailand? What's Thailand the home of? What they call them? Thai boy. Mm-hmm. See where that got y'all going? They got y'all on a demon tour. Jezebel. Queen Jezebel got you on a demon tour. Got you on a demon tour. You're on a demon tour. Shout out to my brother Double C. Double C says Colombia, Philippines, Dominican Republic, Guatemala, Panama, Cambodia. Shout out to my brother Double C in the building. L'Oreal says heavy African witchcraft. They don't have anything to lose. Thank you. Tell them again. Tell them again. They don't have anything to lose. Lady boys. The home of the lady boys. You like lady boy? You like lady boy? Huh? See what y'all doing? You like lady boy? See where y'all on a demon tour. Y'all on a demon tour. You like lady boy? Control. You ain't got no control. Now you're in Thailand. You like lady boy? Shout out to my brother Zuma in the building. What up, Zuma? What's good, my brother? He says, I go to Muslim countries and my and my mind getting right. Shout out to my brother Zuma in the building. Come on, club. Come on, man. What's up, Mark? Mark Johnson Moment says, correct. I lived in the Philippines. Lady boy. Lady boy. See, it went from, oh, dudes hating on us and dudes trying to de-police. No. Y'all was on a whole the Jezebel tour. Y'all was on the Jezebel tour. Didn't even know it. You ain't even know it. You ain't even know it. What's up, Ford Focus? Double C says, because the women and the men of Thailand are built similar. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's what I'm never going to Thailand. I don't need to go to Thailand for nothing. You know, when I go to Thailand, when I fight Saget on Street Fighter, Tiger uppercut, that's the only time I go to Thailand. I don't want to go to Thailand for nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I don't need to go taste their food. I'll eat Taiwanese. I'll eat Thai food here. They got some good Thai restaurants right here in America. I don't need to go over there and eat no food. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But see, this is why I wanted to have this conversation today with you, brothers, because the question is how to avoid attracting them, not how to deal with them. And the first thing you got to figure out, which we just figured out, is why are they attracted to you? It's because you're somebody, whether you know it or not, or whether you believe it or not. See, you may not be the high value man. But you are a man of value. Let me say that again. You may not be seen as a high value man, but you are a man of value. See, that's what counts. See, that's what counts. Not what the world think. Because when you're dead, all that shit going back anyway or thrown away. So none of that high value shit is irrelevant. You know we don't promote that nonsense over here because that's nonsense. Because when you're dead, all that quote unquote high value shit, you know, all that stuff, that shit get thrown away or sold. Okay? Cars and all, houses and all, or go back to the government. Okay? This life is rented. This shit temporary. See? So worry about being a man of value. What is a man of value? A man that's trustworthy, a man that's dependable, a man that's reliable, a man that's a straight shooter. YouTube, what I mean by that is intentional. Intentional with his words, intentional with his actions, and intentional with even with his apologies. He's intentional. See, these are qualities that men of value have that modern men today think don't make them valuable men. But see, that Jezebel spirit knows that. So you know what that Jezebel spirit come in and do? That Jezebel spirit come in and say, I like you. You a good man. I like you. Yeah, I see what they don't see. Whole time, though. Whole time, though. What she really saying, but she can't say, is she see what you don't see in yourself. But they throw it off and say, I see the man you are. I see what others don't see. Yeah, she talking about you. She know the potential you got. She know you a leader. She know you the boss type. She just know it ain't your turn yet. But guess what she gonna do? She gonna make sure that it's never your turn. Because now she's gonna make it so that she's the determining factor when it becomes your turn or not. Because guess who gave her the authority? You did, Papa. By doing what? Oh my God, you look so good. Damn, she's so bad. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. 6 months later, you done gained about 40 pounds. You ain't got that get up like you used to. You're a little less ambitious. Your plans on hold. But you know who happy? She is. Good morning, babe. Here you go. Good morning. What's wrong with you? See how I don't see? Sound familiar? Oh, this shit music to my ears. Does it sound familiar, fellas? And in the back of your mind, you always wondering, is any of this shit my fault? Here's where the anxiety begins to start. Listen, I'm telling y'all, we need to talk about shit like this. Hey, Taylor. How you doing, Martha? Martha says, I'm not a guy, but this is excellent teaching. My husband co-signs this message. Shout out to him. Shout out to Mr. Blandon. Shout out to Mr. Blandon. What's up, Ozzy? Notice that, fellas? What's wrong with you? Oh, nah, I ain't really feeling it today. Oh, babe, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know I got you. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Don't get down on yourself. Cause you know I'm right here. I will be right here. Be right here. It goes from support and it start going into sabotage. And the change is subtle. This is why I gave y'all that example I just gave y'all. She is static. You waking up feeling uneasy and don't know why. Because that demon is there now. You don't even know. You just always unsure. It's always a level of uncertainty with you. You don't make decisions like you used to. You ain't sure about yourself like you used to. And you don't know how this happened. You don't know how this happened. You don't have a clue on what's going on with you. But you waking up and you sitting back and you trying to figure it out in your head. You catch yourself in deep thought a lot now. Now you just in deep thought. You becoming a shell of yourself. You don't even understand what took place. You don't know what's going on. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what though? Guess what though? Guess what though? She's happy. And see, listen, what I mean by she's happy is she don't always have to be walking around smiling. She's content. See, you got to understand something about the Jezebel spirit. The Jezebel spirit is not about happiness. They're not seeking happiness. They're seeking control over the process of growth and development in your life. They're not happy. Their happiness is knowing how much control they have over your sorrow and your happiness. That's what makes them happy. Because remember, it's a spirit being fed. So you got to feed it pain, sorrow, negativity. You got to feed. That's what keeps it going. You not becoming nothing. You beginning to lose everything. You know, when y'all first got together, you had some shit going on. You had some things in the works. Five years down the line, all that shit dried up. And you working at some menial job, sweeping and mopping. Sweeping and mopping. She done turned your ass to a janitor, nigga. She done turned you to a janitor. You somewhere cleaning windows. And God done put a big purpose on your life and a big calling on your life. And the Jezebel spirit got you somewhere washing windows to pay your bills. You think it's a game? You think it's just about these women? No, we talking about a spirit of destruction. That's what we talking about. Because that spirit is what's behind her nasty attitude. What's up, Smitty? That spirit is behind her evil intentions. It's a spirit behind all of that. The Jezebel spirit. From supporting you, I got you, babe. Put the money up for things and everything. From supporting you, the same things they gonna help you build, they destroy. And the destruction is subtle. This is why, fellas, by the time the process is done, we somewhere under the goddamn highway and we don't even know what happened. This is a spirit. I'm telling y'all, you'll wake up and be like, what happened? What happened? So let's get to this video. Let's get to the video. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. If you're here, please like the stream. Double tap. Hit that like button, please. Share the show. Share the show. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. Fair use. This is for educational purposes only, YouTube. This is for educational purposes only. Let's get into it.
The concept of the Jezebel spirit is rooted in the biblical story of Queen Jezebel, where it has evolved into a somewhat loaded term, usually used to describe a manipulative or evil woman. There are a variety of interpretations as to what constitutes a Jezebel spirit, with some determining it can relate to the slyness of a woman or the cunning of a woman, or anything between her teaching of false doctrine or indulging in debaucherous sexual activity. Whilst the term Jezebel spirit never appears in the Bible certainly has a lot to say about Jezebel herself. In today's episode, we'll be looking at where the term Jezebel spirit may have come from, what it means in terms of characteristics, and whether it represents something more profound, perhaps something of a spiritual archetype. We first see the appearance of Jezebel, daughter of Ethbaal, king of the Sidonians, in the first book of Kings, where the wicked king Ahab marries her so that she may assist in leading Israel into the worship of the pagan deity Baal. It isn't until chapter 18.
Shout out to my brother, the underrated darkness in the building. Salute, my brother. Salute, salute, salute. And shout out to my brother JT in the building, man, because he spoke about Jezebels years ago. He did an excellent live stream. He did a couple of them. He did like a whole series on Jezebels. So shout out to my brother JT in the building. But notice what was just said in the video that Queen Jezebel assisted Ahab, right, in getting people to worship a false deity. Listen to that. Don't that sound like support and sabotage? She came to assist the king to getting the people to worship a false deity. Worshiping false gods leads to your what? Demise. Support, sabotage. I'm going to assist you. I'm going to support you. I'm going to be there as your woman. I'm going to submit to the mission. Submission. I'm going to submit to the mission, King Ahab. And the mission is to convince the people and walk them to their own demise. Don't it start out good, fellas? You get whatever you want from them. Whatever you want. And over time, you don't notice how their support gets you to start diverting. See, this is how you know if you're dealing with a Jezebel. This is how you know if a woman is possessed with that spirit. Yes, I'm going to help you on your mission, but I'm going to corrupt your mission. I'm going to divert it. See, King Ahab, being a king, it's your job to protect the people. Not send them off to their own demise. But who helped them do that? The woman who was possessed by a demon. See? See how you had all those plans in the beginning? You was doing all of this, you had all this stuff going on, and then all of a sudden, it's nothing. Or you done abandoned all your plans and you doing all this shit for her now. Now you on her schedule. Now you on her vision. Sound familiar, fellas? She ain't even support you to see your vision through, but you done aborted your mission and put your shit on the back burner, and now you worry about her. Now it's all about her and what she wants. Jezebel spirit. Jezebel spirit. Well, what about me? What about me? What about me? Jezebel spirit. Because you are being you by supporting me. See? You want to be more than what God ordained you to be. Jezebel spirit. Manipulative woman. Manipulative woman. Who said I can't be more than manipulative woman? Manipulative woman. Because you're looking to overthrow order and power. Jezebel spirit. So guess what they'll start telling you, fellas? over time, they'll start telling you, you ain't got no power. You ain't got no authority, nigga. Because if it wasn't for me, Jezebel spirit, because I was there from the beginning. I deserve, me. It was me. Jezebel spirit. Jezebel spirit. It goes from support and then they begin to sabotage. Now you owe them something because they supported you. Now you gotta share that spotlight. Jezebel spirit. Jezebel spirit. What up, Javon? Good to see you, bro. Jezebel spirit. Shout out to my brother Ant for doubling up, man. Appreciate you, Ant. Ant says she'll burn your house down just to shame you for not having a place to live. Sad but common. Jezebel spirit. That Jezebel spirit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's real. It's real. It's real.
However, do we see Jezebel commit her first act of wickedness by condemning all of the prophets of the Lord to death, effectively silencing anyone who wasn't promoting Baal? We later see her.
You heard that? She went around and silenced anyone who didn't believe in Baal. Jezebel spirit.
Her wickedness in chapter 21 of the Book of Kings, where we learn that her husband, King Ahab, wished to purchase a vineyard from Naboth, the Jezreelite. Naboth, however, refused to sell it to the king, as deep down, he believed he would be going against the Lord in allowing Ahab to have it. This led to Ahab becoming deflated, and whilst he was sulking about not being able to obtain the vineyard, Jezebel had other ideas. Instead of taking no for an answer, like her husband had done, Jezebel orchestrated false charges against Naboth, which would not only see to his execution, but also the acquisition of the vineyard by Ahab. Like many characters in the Bible, though, Jezebel also got her just desserts. She met her fate when taunting Elijah, arguably her arch-nemesis, and the only one bold enough during that time to stand up to her, whereby she was thrown from a window and subsequently trampled by a horse. When attempting to recover her body in order to give it a royal burial, the Bible tells us that her body had been consumed by the dogs. In the book of Revelation, the name Jezebel appears once more in conjunction with a false prophetess in the church of Thyatira. Here she is accused of leading believers into sexual immorality and into the worshipping of false idols. Her influence is condemned with a severe warning that if she does not repent, along with her followers, both will meet with grisly consequences. Perhaps not at all unlike the consequences Queen Jezebel met with in the Book of Kings. We are told, "Nevertheless, I have this against you. You tolerate that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophet. By her teaching, she misleads my servants into sexual immorality and the eating of food sacrificed to idols. I have given her time to repent of her immorality, but she is unwilling. So I will cast her on a bed of suffering, and I will make those who committed adultery with her suffer intensely, unless they repent of her ways. I will strike her children dead. Then all the churches will know that I am he who searches hearts and minds, and I will repay each of you according to your deeds." As we can see, there are three main incidents that characterize Jezebel and may allow for a definition as to what is meant by the Jezebel spirit. Put simply, it is a derogatory comparison to one who is acting just as the Jezebels of the Bible, one who is calculative, scheming, controlling, and as the Revelation account tells us, sexually immoral. The first of these incidents comes in her ascension to the throne, where we see her zealousness in banishing the biblical God and replacing him with the likes of Baal. When she is queen, we see her demonstrate a certain relentlessness to not only stamp out the previous worship by murdering the prophets, but to actively replace said worship with altars to Baal. Through this, it can be gathered that one who possesses the Jezebel spirit is one who will stop at nothing to ensure that their way is the only way, even if this means silencing those who would dare speak up against them. She who possesses the Jezebel spirit by this interpretation is not a woman who is remorseful, sentimental, or even remotely respectful, but will bulldoze and devour the traditions set in place if it means establishing her own agenda and enterprise. The second incident surrounds Naboth and how Jezebel effectively takes her husband's power into her own hands. Indeed, as we know, King Ahab was willing to let the vineyard rest with its rightful owner, and though he was sullen about it, he had no intention of stealing it. It's arguable that the thought had not even crossed his mind, which is why he was so defeated. Yet it is Jezebel who, in a rather Lady Macbeth-esque fashion, hatches up the idea, and in some interpretations, ridicules and taunts Ahab over how he is acting. After all, she rather candidly tells him, "Is this how you act as king over Israel? Get up and eat. Cheer up. I'll get you the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite." We see the level of vindictiveness in Jezebel, who not only takes the law into her own hands by having Naboth stoned to death, but also demonstrates her connivingness by having the sons of Naboth stoned to death too. By this, she shows how calculating she is, knowing that had Naboth's sons survived him, they would be entitled to his land, whereas if she killed them too, the property would automatically return to the king. Such a devious strategy to obtain that which she wanted shows us the crux of what represents the Jezebel spirit, a person who would tread on even the innocent if it meant achieving that which she desired. There are no limits to how far one who possesses the Jezebel spirit will go, according to this interpretation.
Now, y'all see that? Now, some of y'all may say, some women may say, right? They may say, well, what was wrong with what Jezebel did? Overall, she just was doing what she felt was necessary to cheer up her husband. Her husband was down, he couldn't get the vineyard. So she made it happen. But she made it happen through what means? How did she make it happen? That shouldn't matter. Oh, really? Oh, really? So you think I would want my woman to go against God, right? Just to please me? Huh? Do you think a man of a certain caliber will allow his woman to directly defy God just to appease him? Some men will do this. That doesn't make it right. You see, King Ahab was down about it because he felt like it was nothing he could do about it because he knew that he wasn't supposed to have it. And he knew that the only way he can get it is through what? Sabotage. And what did Queen Jezebel do? She sabotaged to get the vineyard for her husband. Support, sabotage. She lied on them and got them people stoned to death, which in turn, King Ahab inherited the vineyard. Got the father stoned first, and then got the son stoned, so her tracks is covered. Doesn't that sound familiar, fellas? How they always got to keep their tracks covered. Because nobody can know that they was behind what happened. So what do they always need? Fall people to throw under the bus. They have to find a way to silence people. Manipulation. That's what that is. That's what that is. Perfect example of a Jezebel. And then we're going to wrap this show up. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Zuma says, like the chicks that set a dude up and bring the bread back to her man. Exactly. Exactly, Zuma. Exactly, Zuma. Javon says, by what means? I swear by the Holy Spirit what's said to me at the same time. You on point, DS1. Salute to you, my brother. Whoever saw the movie Casino? You ever saw the movie Casino? Ginger, Jezebel spirit. Ginger was a prostitute, sexually immoral. Jezebel, characteristic of the Jezebel spirit, sexually immoral. Ginger was a prostitute, but Ginger also was beautiful. She was extremely sexy. Sex appeal. But she was a prostitute. She had a pimp named Dustin Diamond, who was a dope fiend. Drugs. Ginger was a dope fiend. Drugs. Jezebel spirit. Right? So check this out. Her pimp. Right? Yes, absolutely, L'Oreal. Absolutely. The pimp used to come into the casino because remember, Robert De Niro and them, acing them, they ran Las Vegas. This is mob time where they ran all the casinos. We all know that the mafia runs the casino shit. We all know that. It's always been that way. They actually built Las Vegas. If you watched the mob movies, you know that they built Las Vegas. They also built Atlantic City. Yeah. Yeah. Started with the mob. They started casinos. Guy by the name of Bugsy Siegel. Remember what happened to Bugsy? See, they killed Bugsy Siegel because Bugsy Siegel, which Beanie Siegel got his name from, he got his name from Bugsy, but they killed Bugsy Siegel because he kept owing the mob money. He kept borrowing money to keep building the casinos out there, and he kept needing more money, and they wasn't flipping the money, so they got rid of him. Bugsy. He started Las Vegas, and then the East Coast chapter of the mafia or the mob, they started down there in New Jersey with Atlantic City. So Ginger used to come into the casino, and what Dustin Diamond, a dirty pimp, right? What he used to do was he used to come in there and dress her up so all the big players could look at her, and she's at the table while he's gambling. And she's putting on a show, dancing, woo, woo, ah, woo. Distractions, Jezebel spirit. So all the guys looking at her now at the table, and she's stealing dudes' chips. Stealing dudes' chips. Dudes don't even see it. They so enamored by her beauty, she's sliding their chips over. Let me get that. Let me get that. Take 5 chips. Take 2 chips. Take 3 chips. Take 2 chips. Take 3 chips. I might be saying his wrong, his name wrong, GP. He says Screech. I might be saying his name wrong. I believe his name was Dustin. I might be saying his name wrong, though. This is what Ginger was doing. And Ace, which was Robert De Niro, he was what? Attracted to her. Because Ace, remember, Ace ran the casino. He was the casino boss. So he was watching her from the camera. He was watching her steal them dudes' chips at the table. Scorpio, Jezebel spirit. Because she's there to sabotage the game as a way to support her pimp. Support, sabotage. Jezebel spirit. So while she's there acting like she's supporting her rich pimp, she's really there to sabotage the game and steal other people's chips, because that's how they win when they go in casinos. See, it's a team. But here's how the Jezebel spirit plays. So now Ace, he catches her stealing, and he grabs her and pulls her to the side. She gets scared. Hey, New York Nikki, good morning. Shout out to Miss New York Nikki baby in the building. Another one of my lovely lady mods in here today. Good to see you, Miss New York Nikki. I appreciate you. Right. She started fake crying and trying to run. But Ace told her, no. Where you learn how to do that from? Ace was attracted to that spirit. Ace was so drawn to Ginger, he wanted her on his team. He wanted her with him. If you could help that low-level guy, you can be an asset to me. See, Ace don't know nothing about the Jezebel spirit. He don't even know he just invited a demon into his life. A dope sniffing demon. A dope sniffing prostituting demon. A Jezebel. He don't even know this. Ace don't even realize this. But he was so drawn and enamored by her beauty, and by what she was willing to do for her man. Because what woman will come in a goddamn casino and steal casino chips? That's a federal charge. You go to the feds for stealing casino chips. And in some casinos, you might end up in the desert. Why you think most casinos, the desert ain't too far away? Huh? See, Ace was he was enamored by it. He said, "Oh, I need her. She got enough heart to come into my casino and steal chips. Oh, I need her. I need her. Yes, I got a job for you." Right, right. Or the ocean. Exactly. A beach. A wicked man will be paired with a wicked woman. There you go. Because the spirits align. And see, a lot of you men don't even know that your spirits are aligned with these manipulative women. That's why they're so attractive to you, and they're attracted to you as well. Because the spirit is familiar. Hey, I remember you. You've been liking me since you was 9 years old. Come on, let's talk, fellas. Some of us have liked a certain archetype of woman that has never been good for us. And we've liked this type of woman since we was little boys. Do y'all know that a lot of us guys don't even know why we be attracted to certain archetypes? It's the familiar spirits. You may have saw that archetype of woman when you was a little boy. And that woman could have been possessed with the Jezebel spirit. And you were so enamored by it. Now you a grown man. You don't know why you can't stop liking certain things. Or why every woman that you have gotta have the same things. There's your imprint. Thank you, Zuma. You've been imprinted by Jezebel. This is why you're constantly attracted to them and they're attracted to you. And they're attracted to you. You see? You see? All the War says, "I love a big butt and a smile ass woman." See? 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 And they put that in songs over 20, 30 years ago. Never trust a big butt and a smile. Never. Especially if she's smiling because she has a big butt. See, I'm gonna add that to it, fellas. I'm gonna add that to it because, again, that's a blanket statement. Never trust a big butt and a smile. So basically, what you're saying is a good woman can't have a big butt and a nice smile. She can't be a good woman if she have a big butt and a nice smile. That's false. So let's add this. Let's add this to it, fellas. Never trust a female with a big butt and a smile who's smiling because she got a big butt. Because Jezebel is what? Vain. Jezebel is vain. A characteristic of the Jezebel spirit is vanity. She only smiling because she looking back at her big booty. If her booty was shaped like a box of Cheerios, she wouldn't be smiling. She wouldn't be smiling in her pictures. Vanity. Jezebel. So, fellas, you could find you a woman, a good woman, with a big butt and a nice smile. But she better not be smiling because her ass fat. Because if you know she's smiling because she got a fat ass, that's a Jezebel. That's that Jezebel spirit. Because you supposed to be smiling because you happy, not because you got a big butt. So you having a big butt make you have a better day. That's the Jezebel spirit. Because you're going to have a good day because you're going to receive a bunch of attention. You're going to receive a bunch of attention. Oh, look at that. Oh, excuse me, miss. How you doing, miss? Oh, I like that. Oh, I'm going to take you home. Oh, I'll eat you up. That's why you're having a good day. Because they telling you how much they like your butt. Jezebel. Manipulative. That's why you're smiling. Because you know men going to have something to say to you because they see that big old booty. Mm-hmm. Would he say something to you because you got a pretty face? Oh. Oh, you don't care about your face. You don't care about your teeth. You don't care about your nails. You don't care about your skin. All you care about is your butt. Jezebel. You showing your paw print and your butt print. Jezebel. Because this is why you want to be seen and attracted to because of your sexual orifices. That's sexual immorality. That's the Jezebel spirit. So, fellas, you got to learn how to read this stuff. You got to learn how to read it. And let's be real with yourself, fellas. If you one of them niggas that's going for the night, go for the night. But don't come on the internet talk about the women of the night. Okay? Okay? Just keep it real. She an NBA, nothing but ass. What's up, Coyote Joe? You see? So shout out to everyone, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up this morning. Like I said, we will be back later, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all stay tuned. I appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to everyone that's in the building. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to my brother Auntie for the super chats. I appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to everyone who supported today's show. I appreciate everyone for pulling up. If you're new here and you enjoyed the content, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you are notified every time we drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. We'll be back 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. If you have supported the Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, it is very much appreciated. Salute to everyone. Salute to everyone. I'm going to catch y'all on the next show. Peace.